How much benefit has it brought to Paris?
I did enjoy it a lot. I've seen many of the games. Yeah, it's been great for Paris. Look, people have been a bit skeptical about the games beforehand because they were told it would be difficult to move around. There could be security issues, etc. None of that happened. Quite the contrary. Like it's been good for the city in terms of security, transport. So far, some Parisians left the city and are now coming back to enjoy the rest of the games because they don't want to miss out the party. And of course, many visitors from around the world have been here, sort of replacing the usual tourists coming to Paris during the summer. So all in all, it's not a massive increase of people coming, but it's different tourists spending more as well on these Olympics. But obviously the mood is great in France right now. It's been a few months of very difficult political issues that are now sort of on pause during the Games.
Yeah, the mood, and everyone I know who's been there has said that the mood is fantastic on the streets and around the venues as well. Benoit, what do we know about the impact on business then? Business in Paris, business in France, and the global sponsorship element of that? What do we know about the economic impacts of this?
Yeah, so of course it's a bit early as the games are wrapping up on Sunday, but it's been known for every game that during the event, of course, there is some business that are doing very well because they are clearly benefiting from the games. Other ones are sort of blocked from their business as usual. But the data we have, for example, from Visa, who is a partner of the game, they saw 26% of increase of sales for the small businesses in Paris. And there are many sponsors who are hoping to benefit from the games. For example, LVMH, probably the biggest of them, spent 150 million euros on the games, and they certainly wanted to make the most of this sponsorship, were showcased in the opening ceremony quite heavily, are spending a lot of ads, etc. So these types of companies certainly want to see a longer impact of the game. Now, there are others like Airbnb, who just saw mixed results globally. So it's sort of an investment for these companies. They're hoping that more people will come to Paris in the following months and years. Same for example, Disneyland in Paris. Disneyland has said that the games sort of disrupted the normal interest in their parks, but it's sort of a longer-term impact that could be expected.
Yes, certainly, the closer you looked, the more you saw LVMH, for example, in different parts of the games, like the medal ceremonies, for example, and I just see orange shoes everywhere. I mean, this is also one of the marketing pushes, perhaps, at this games from those makers. Let me ask you about the legacy of the games, then, Benoit. Let's get to that, because I mean, back in 2012 in London, this was a big conversation, even satirised in comedy shows. The legacy of the games. What would it deliver? What is the thinking in Paris about how long-lasting positive impact will be?
So the Paris tried to do lower-cost games, right, with all these venues that are temporary, that were in the heart of the city. Few stadiums have been built. Only one small stadium and a swimming pool. So it's mainly two areas that have been built for the Olympic Village and some other installations. That's going to be new housing in these sort of newly developed areas of Paris. And then there were many improvements in the transport system, for example, that have just been ready for the games and that people are going to enjoy afterwards. The biking lanes, etc., are also post-COVID new features of Paris. And then there is the Seine River. Paris invested a lot in improving the quality of the Seine. It's just been ready for the games. In the end, they were able to swim in the Seine, but that's going to be a benefit for the city for the years to come as well, people hope.